The Elite versus Team AEW, Anarchy in the Arena. Where the do we begin? With the music? Let's start with the music. Music. All right. We were like, what song is going to be playing? They did Darby's theme song. And at first I was like, I love this song, but I don't think everyone loves this song the way I love this song. So I didn't feel the energy just yet. Then they switched it to the EVPs, and I thought, oh shit, I really hope this isn't the song because like it ain't hitting for this type of match. And then finally, Bryan Danielson comes and saves the effing day with the final countdown, and we get one play, right? It was just one play. One play of the song, and afterwards I was like, no, we want. I thought that the music ended too soon. I know why. Cost an arm and a leg. We get it. But damn, I really got sad when the music ended.
Yeah, really good moment in the match. That was the question coming in. I was trying to get some scoops. I'm like, hey, what song are you guys getting? What's going on over here? Nobody was saying nothing. Nobody's cluing in anything. So as it happened, I'm like, I kind of have the same kind of string of emotions. If you're like, okay, I like this Darby song, but it can't, like, we can't play that song the whole time. And then the EVP came on. I'm like, we cannot play this for the rest of the match. It's just not going to fit the match. You know what I mean? And then Bryan comes on, play the greatest fucking theme song in the history of blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, wait, what? And so, like, it's
Me
loud.
too. I didn't know that it was going to be Final Countdown. My dumbass was like, which song is it?
Denise, I thought he was going to be like, this in the ring, hand in the ring, hands in the bottom. I'm like, this is...
Wait, that's his actual theme song, right?
I'm like,
I thought that song was going to play too. I really did.
What? This is going to be weird. And so it's super loud in the arena, though, so we can't really hear what's going on. And so I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then finally you hear it. It's like, oh, shit, this is crazy.
It took me a while. There was a couple seconds that I'm like, is this Don Callis' theme song? What is happening? Did it not sound different in the beginning? Am I fucking crazy?
I'm dead. Is this Don Callis' theme?
For a split second, I was like, what song is it? It wasn't, and I heard the dun, and I was like, oh, it's the final countdown. But in the beginning, I was like, Don Callis.
Play the greatest theme song of all time. The Don Callis theme song.
I felt so stupid. I turned to my husband and I was like, what?
Why would he play the Don Callis song? But yeah, I think because it was loud too, Denise. I'm like, wait, what's happening? And then, but when it kicked off, it was like, oh shit, like, it's crazy because, like, if you know Bryan Danielson or if you know Daniel Bryan, like, the Final Countdown has zero connection to this guy. It doesn't, like, never in WWE did he use it. Like, it wasn't ever connected to his character, the Yes Movement. The Final Countdown is not a part of that. That's like exclusively ROH indie Bryan Danielson. And so to see it still be so, like, emotional and it, like, makes people feel crazy and it's still so connected to this guy, the greatest wrestler of our fucking generation, is crazy. And then for it to go off and the fans chant to turn it back on, like, there's never been a wrestling show where fans are like, turn the music back on. Like, how often does that happen?
Dude, can we talk about what it was like seeing everybody in the crowd doing the yes chants, fucking beach balls flying everywhere? Reg, I was so disappointed those beach balls never got to our section. I was ready. I was like, come on, bring on the beach balls over here. I'm ready to go crazy here.
It felt like we've been talking all the show about what AEW did with the show and kind of is it a reboot? What are they establishing? This match, and when the music was playing, everybody's brawling, the beach balls happening, we're all going insane. And I'm like, this is like a party. Like, this is different than any wrestling experience I've ever been a part of that's like on this scale. And I'm like, this is AEW. This is cool. And that was before we even got to the crazy shit, Denise. That was just entrances.
Yeah, that was just the music. So let's get to the crazy spots. All right, the big one, and we'll just get to it right now, was Darby Allin going out there like the craziest son of a bitch you've ever seen with a flamethrower, and the man sets Jack Perry's legs on fire. Reg, I was like thinking to myself, first of all, I hope he doesn't die. 2, protect that hair. I was actually glad that the fire was mostly down here, which is stupid actually, because that's the worst. But then he's got a great head of hair, Reg. He's got a great head of hair. You got to protect the hair.
Man, who cares about that dick? Burn that hair.
No,
Denise,
Reg.
did you see the clip of Tony Khan rolling out of there?
Dude, that is my favorite video that lives on the internet. If you have not seen this video, it is Tony Khan. So basically what happened is Jack Perry grabs Tony Khan out of his little production seat, takes him out there, and this was I missed it the first time because I was so focused on the fire that I didn't see the Tony Khan portion of it. So when Tony Khan gets thrown, he goes down the ramp rolling, but it's a very unique roll.
Very unique. That's a great way to describe it, Denise.
It's very unique. You need to watch this. That shit's got to be, it's going to be a meme, right? Like it's already probably a meme, right?
It's already a meme, 1000%. Yeah.
Dude, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I honestly bless this person who caught that video. Bless your soul for that.
I think it might have been Corey from Fightful. Somebody from Fightful, I think, got that video. That was the fire thing is insane, but that Tony Khan thing was so funny. You know, Denise, there's some moments where it's like you go into the show thinking this could happen. You're like, well, why did Darby Allin have the flamethrower on Dynamite? There has to be a reason, right? And you're like, he's gonna set something on fire, but you think like maybe a table. They've done fire tables before. Maybe he tries to shoot it at somebody and they move. Nope. Actually caught somebody on fire. We watched it.
I don't even know where to begin, dude. I don't even know where to begin, but you know what? I do know where to begin. This was a crazy freaking stunt.
Yeah.
But it was executed very well. Like the flames, you didn't want to look at half-ass, right? I know it's someone getting on fire, so it's kind of messed up to say, but you don't want it to look half-assed, right? Like, you don't want to see this like one little flame, boom. You're gonna set him on fire, set the guy on fire. Sounds terrible to say, but anyway, so you full on see his pants and everything, and full on flames. All right, but they did a good job of letting it go just a couple of seconds, and then quickly coming in with the fire extinguisher and blowing it out in time before it got a little bit too out of hand. But I thought it was executed so perfectly. I saw Jack Perry walk out very nicely after that match. He was walking like the dude wasn't just on fire.
Kayfabe, lady.
Oh, no, everybody saw that.
No, they didn't. He actually got took out in the ambulance. I think he has 3rd-degree burns right now. He's right now in a
what the hell was the last thing they showed on the pay-per-view for Jack Perry?
He's right now in a local medical facility, and it's crazy. Like,
no, bro, they showed him walking. He was walking just fine.
Send in your letters and your calls to Jack Perry. Tell him to get well soon. He got burned by a crazy, crazy, crazy guy. Yeah, Denise, you said it right. This is a crazy stunt. Like there's wrestling and then there's like, this is a stunt. This is different than like we trained in a dirty barn with the wrestling legend. This is like, there's a stunt coordinator back there. There's a fire person back there. There's this person back there. This is dangerous. Tony Khan was not that far away from this flame.
I thought about that too. I was like, bro, what if like you just never know, and obviously they prepared Jack Perry, I imagine. I don't know how this stuff is pulled off, but I can imagine. I mean, dude, we saw him get shoved in water multiple times in those little fight scenes and everything, and I'm like, that should have been your first sign right there. That dude was about to be put up in flames.
I thought that whoever came up with that idea, clap, 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 5 stars to you. Having Darby dump Jack Perry in water so you can prepare for whatever you need to do, and it looks like he's wet from water, and then you can set him on fire or whatever. Such a genius idea. Give that person a raise. Let them do their thing, because that was smart. So smart.
Yes. How about the point of view of Darby? This man got to set somebody on fire with a flamethrower. Think about that.
If you're talking Darby Allin's kinks, oh my God, his kinks were on display last night. Bro set somebody on fire. He had the bondage nose thing on. And then, Denise, they hung him. Like, this guy was having the kinkiest night of all time. He was like, thank you. I'm loved. Like he was. Oh my god! Like he got off last night. I'll just say that.
Reg, I cannot tell you how fudging nervous I was when I saw them tie up Darby Allin's legs. You know what I thought? Because Darby's a crazy MFer. Bro, I thought they were, and I think the reason why I thought this was because of the cage being up there. So it sort of elongated my view of the ring instead of just focusing on the ring. I was so aware of everything up there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for a split second they were going to freaking shoot him up, upside down. And honestly, there was a part of me that thought, please do not do this. Please do not do this. Please do not do this. Do not do this. I cannot watch this. Like that was something that I did not want to see. And I was legitimately thankful when they didn't do that because I thought we were about to see Darby just shoot the F up. And when I saw that it was the Bucks tying him, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how many times they run through tying somebody up like that, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that the Young Bucks are not expert freaking rope tires.
Denise, I let out the hugest sigh of relief because I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, they're about to shoot this fool way up there. Don't do that. And
upside down.
Right, upside down. And so when they lifted him just right above with like, if he fell down there, he'd be fine. I was like, thank God. I was so scared. But then they proceeded to super kick his head off. They super kicked his head so hard.
I don't even know what to say. Like there was part of me that felt relief with that, which is crazy because of how crazy that was too, taking that. But I was relieved that they didn't shoot him up to the heavens.
I'm like, just don't do this. And like you said, the Young Bucks are tying. I'm like, there's no way that they've hog tied a bunch of. I mean, they could have. We don't know. We don't know. They could also have kinks. But I don't think that this is a thing that they're just doing on a normal basis, tying a fool up by his feet and hanging him so they could shoot him. Oh yeah, there was a very. I guess I wasn't the only one. Denise is saying the same thing of like, dude, don't do this. Please don't do this. And so when they got to the point, it's like, whew, thank God.
I think I would have cried, Reg. Honestly, seriously. I would have cried. I would have cried because that's just too much. And everybody, we don't need to talk. It's just a lot.
What about the anniversary? There was a 25th anniversary.
Yes, I know. That's what I was thinking about too. And I just didn't want to think about that.
Like, I feel like last time his widowed wife Martha Hart was in the building, they did something again weird.
It was for Sting when he did his. Yes, Tony Khan asked if she was okay with that. Yeah. I know. I was and I should have seen this coming, Reg, because I was, I forgot during what match, but I started to look around, one of those matches where you start to look around and I look up and all the way at the top, I see 3 men walking in those little walkways at the top of the arena. And I'm going like, huh.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Something is going to happen because why are there 3 men up there walking right now? And then I started thinking crazy, Reg. I was like, fuck, what if that fucking steel cage up there is not put up very well and they're all going up there to like
fix it?
Yeah, I started thinking, I gotta always think worst case scenario, right? And I'm like, nah, I was like, maybe they're gonna do something else. And then I was like trying to think, like, what are they gonna do, right? I think it was the thing with the whatever. What do you call it? Fucking yarn? I'm not yarn rope. Yarn. There you go. Imagine fucking yarn. I should would snap.
Darby Allin's a cat. What do you call it? Fucking yarn? Bring the yarn for Darby. Denise was in her. She would be texting me time, but I'm behind her, so she didn't have to text me. That's why she just starts looking up to see what else is happening in the arena. That's how bored she is. Wonder what they're doing up there. That's looking above the ring because you're so bored is insane, Denise.
No, and what was funny too was that some people saw me look up because I told my husband, I patted him, I was like, look up there. I was like, I was doing this whole thing. So some people saw me do that, and all of a sudden I see all the people that were looking at me do that. All of a sudden they're looking up too.
You're killing kayfabe in the arena too. Come on, lady.
I'm sorry. You see 3 dudes walking all the way at the top. I'm wondering what the hell are they doing?
Thanks a lot, Chris Jericho. You see what you had Denise do?
I actually don't know what match it was. I do know what match it was. I just remembered right now. I ain't gotta give all the tea here. I gotta keep some secrets to myself. Gotta keep the mystery alive.
Yes. But even before that, we didn't even talk about Jack Perry trying to run over Darby with the blaze, whatever kind of car he was in. And then he died, and then like Jack Perry's dead in the front seat, and then they're like, oh, he'll be fine. Switch the camera to something else. I'm like, this match is insane.
I caught the tail end of that because I was looking at the ring, and it's not like they made some big announcement when they were like, "Hey, everybody, look at the freaking Tron."
They
So
didn't.
it was one of those things where it's like if you looked, you looked, and if you didn't look, you missed it.
Yeah, it was the anarchy in the arena wasn't just in the arena. Like Denise is describing, like you had to pay attention up here. Like you got to pay attention. Like there's some points where like two wrestlers were gone, not Darby and Jack Perry. Another two sets of wrestlers just gone for like 10 minutes. You don't know where they are. It's like, well, are you going to put them on a camera? Like it's a lot going on. You kind of have to focus your energy on what exactly you want to see.
Right. So I feel like this is always something that I have to go back and rewatch for the parts that I didn't get to see because again, it's
Exactly.
anarchy in there. Okay. Oh yeah, Darby getting freaking sucked under the ring with the not sucked. What do you call these contraptions?
There was so much in it. We haven't got to the Young Bucks using the thumbtack shoes. Okada was in there with Rainmaker Boulevard, or what his sign was killing me. Every time he'd get so excited about that
He
sign,
was so proud. He was like, "Look, everybody."
just showing it to everybody. I'm like, dude, Okada's having the best time of his life in there.
Oh man, well the Elite get the win. It was a very awesome match. Again, they did some crazy stunts, but kudos to AEW. They got all of the stunts done right in this Anarchy in the Arena match. They really did.
Yeah,
Darby was safe. He was
nuts.
fine. Jack Perry was fine. It was all good. You could
I
breathe.
guess we'll see. Jack Perry, again, 3rd-degree burns. He's in a local medical facility. Send your get well soon cards. Send your stickers. Make sure you that Jack Perry has a great time. Kayfabe. Thank you. No, that match was insane. Darby didn't. He was limping there. I'm like, Darby, just be careful. Well, just be careful.
All right, we got some super chats to get into. Last call because we're about to wrap up the show. This is from Jason Forrest who says, Reg called Dr. Umar on Stokely. Come on.
Stokely knows what he's doing.
We got Rafael Garcia who says, so how long was Darby hung up before they let him down?
That too, Denise. Remember at one point.
It was all the way till the end of like the very, very end of the match. Once you saw after the pin, that's when they brought him down and they started to undo his
Remember at one point the crowd was like, please help Darby because he was just hanging up there. They're like, get Darby down, you guys.
He was there for over 4 minutes. And I know this because I had recorded a video that was over 2 minutes long and I stopped recording and I was watching the show and the whole time Darby was still up there. He was maybe 5 or more minutes for sure of being hung upside down.
At minimum, like 5 minutes just being up there, which is crazy because you could see him like trying to adjust his head to not have everything go to it. It's like, again, and the crowd's like, help him, dude. Why is he still up there? So
I wonder if it's like with the adrenaline reg where like you don't feel the time because of everything that's happening, or
it's Darby Allin. He's a kinky freak and he likes
or he's like savoring every second of it.
Oh yeah, leave me up here longer. Don't take me down.
Oh man, what a night. Vasco says final countdown was lit. Perry was lit. Insane.
What do you think happens with Jack Perry off of this, Denise? Do you think he could get a world title shot? I think he deserves a world title shot.
Oh yeah, for sure. At this point, I mean, come on, dude got set on fire. Do something with that. No, but for real, no, the story has been really good with what they've been doing with Jack Perry. So now they got to just like continue it from there. But it's just so crazy because that title scene is getting very, very crowded.
And that I think that's the point, the final point I want to make on this match. Somebody earlier mentioned that they thought that Mercedes and Willow should have headlined. There's been some other people talking about matches. You cannot set someone on fire and then just have a regular match after that. That's not that wouldn't have made, like, Jack Perry's on fire and then Mercedes go and Willow have this great grab. No, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That entrance after someone was just set on fire, it just doesn't work like that.